Guys, after the unexpected drop of Terra Luna, the world of stablecoins has turned upside down and will never be the same again. Such an event affected many countries, including Japan, which we will talk about today. The president of the FTX exchange made a shocking comment about the future of stablecoins, and the Terra 2.0 validator spoke about the possibility of a new stablecoin to replace UST. In addition, he presented a roadmap with clear actions to return the project to the top 10 cryptocurrencies. So do the proposed steps make any sense? And will they return the project its power? Let's talk about it all right now. On June the 1st, a Luna 2.0 network validator called Orbital Command shared a potential roadmap on Twitter, where he didn't rule out the possibility of a new stablecoin. This plan was compiled for the next 3 months. Interestingly, the first on the list is the launch of a centralized exchange. At the time of writing, Phoenix Finance, Astroport, TerraSwap, and Prism are all lined up. And all of them have already announced it in their official media resources. Phoenix goes live as the first DEX is gonna launch on Terra 2.0. The Orbital Command noted that after the launch of a centralized exchange, the next step should be the launch of a stablecoin. The validator wrote, "Once we have a DEX, a stablecoin will be crucial. It sounds like the emergence of USDC over the XLR network bridge looks possible. Judging by the high-level conversations, a native USDT is also a possibility. It's unknown whether a stablecoin will use an algorithmic pegging system or the one backed by other assets. But what's clear is that at the same time as DEX, liquid staking platform providers will appear in the ecosystem. Terraform Labs has already announced its launch on the new Terra 2.0 network. Once this DeFi suite is running, Terra 2 will be the only place in Cosmos for options, indices, maturities, and will have several different money markets to choose from. All the things I told you should give you a rough idea of what Terra 2.0 will do, but it's also essential to understand that these are only suggestions, not guarantees. On a personal note, I would look at the actions of the company and the community, not just the words alone. Although everyone is trying to fix the situation around the project, with all the new plans, roadmaps, etc., what's essential here is whether a Luna 2.0 will clearly follow the roadmap that they've drawn up, and most importantly, will there be a result from the work they've done? Will there be any return? All of these questions will only be answered after some time. And if you want to be on the lookout, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, because here we discuss essential topics from the crypto world every day. Changpeng Zhao admitted serious mistakes both in the development of UST and in terms of its management by Terraform Labs. The latter manifested itself in reacting too late to the loss of the peg of the stablecoin with the US dollar and using reserves to restore it. Binance could have made $1.6 billion from its investment in Terraform Labs, but it didn't. The platform backed Luna in 2018 with a $3 million investment. The 50 million Luna received hasn't been sold and is now on the wallet's public address. The Binance company explained that such losses were treated pretty calmly, because these investments are only of a long-term nature. The exchange team counts on the new Apple, Google, and Amazon. Such a strategy is inequally correct. Many retail investors should learn from funds and companies about managing their capital. Knowing the distant future is difficult, but it's even harder to understand what will be on the chart in a week. If you still have a problem with this, I suggest you form 2 portfolios. One long-term portfolio with your principal capital, and the other with a tiny amount of money, so you can overcome your greed and over time learn to control it better. But if you don't have that problem, I'm just happy for you. According to Zhao, the exchange also did not make money on UST trading because of zero commissions. We are more user-orientated. We have the trust of hundreds of millions of customers. We don't have to worry too much about ourselves. It's kind of our way of thinking, he explained. The CEO of the platform promised the community that if a new version of UST is released by Terraform Labs, the Binance team will have to evaluate it as a completely new product, taking into account all the experience previously accumulated. As for me, I think this is definitely a good thing, because I'd like that such situations would never happen again. After all the unpleasant events that happened with the Luna coin and the UST stablecoin, the head of one of the largest crypto exchanges in the US said, "Fiat-backed stablecoins are still reliable and not risky." Without a doubt, 2022 has put the crypto industry through a stress test. Bitcoin hit a low price not seen since 2020. The industry's market cap dropped to $1.2 trillion from $3 trillion 5 months ago. And what was one of the most popular crypto assets, Terra's Luna token, is now effectively worthless. But is crypto really worth nothing? Or is it now a buying opportunity? Brett Harrison, head of FTX US, said it's a mix. Also, he explained next, "No, I don't think we're gonna see less demand for the use of stablecoins in crypto. The word stablecoin is used in many different contexts to mean different things. Terra stablecoin is not a stablecoin at all. It's like a notary balancing structured product backed by a volatile asset. And it's basically a subsidized bag. There's too much of a run on that asset if the asset is too volatile, so that it will never last forever. It's different from USDC. So as you can see, there is a future for stablecoins, but it's still unclear what model they will use as the basis. I can only guess that it's unlikely to be stablecoins built on an algorithmic system. Besides, such horrible events related to the UST collapse had a lot of consequences. In addition to the fact that many people lost their money, the cryptocurrency dollar attracted the attention of many regulators. In a historic move, Japan's parliament passed a legal framework around stablecoins on Friday, providing a safety net for investors in the wake of last month's Terra UST collapse that resulted in multi-billion losses, according to a Bloomberg report. Prepared by Japan's Financial Services Agency, the bill was planned in late 2021. Accepted by the House in mid-March this year, and has now been passed by a majority in the House of Councilors plenary session. The bill clarifies the definition of stablecoins, which will now be considered digital money and must be linked to the yen or another legal tender, guaranteeing holders the right to redeem them at face value. Folks, if you found the information helpful and fascinating, give this video a thumbs up please. Thanks for watching. Your Coin Post.